What's up, everybody? Everybody and nobody, because nobody's here yet. Welcome, welcome. We're going to be talking about app development today, becoming a paid app developer. For those of you who are just coming in, give us a shout out where you're from, as usual. What's up, Labnarj? I am Cesar, HD, ABB, M Wolf, Dev, Jojo, Fire Dev. What's up, Vishnu, Medi? What's up, everybody? This is Mark here with devsoaps.com, and we're going to talk about code today, specifically how to get paid as an app developer. What's up, Tufik, Zaki Yashaik, Jalal, Mohit Sharma. What's up, everybody? Hello, YouTube. Hello from Germany. Florida. Rick living it up in Florida. Yeah. Hey, what's up? We're going to go into specifics today on app development. I'll even show you the type of jobs that are out there, what's available, what you should learn, what you might want to learn, things like that. What's up, Khalid G. Mali? California, yay, JN. What part of California? I moved to Austin, Texas from the coast, the Central Coast, so San Luis Obispo, Arroyo Grande. I grew up in Palm Springs area. What's up, Nacy Dev? Albania, all the way across the world. Irvine, California. Nice. What's up, everybody? We're going to talk about apps today. App development. Michael Cook's in Florida as well. Nice. Anyone working on anything cool? I have been working on the Back-End Academy, planning that out. Back-end technology is what we're going to be learning, what we're going to be teaching. Got some really cool stuff coming there. And that's someone else from Germany, Sturmvogel. Yeah, awesome. Germany makes great guns and great cars. What's up, everyone? Bruno, Hark7. Cool. All right. From Romania, Zane, what's up? Looking up APIs for Capstone project ideas. Okay. Rick, you might consider building out a Slack clone. By the way, Rick, I do have, if you'd like, for your Capstone project, if you wanted to build a Slack app for iOS, I do have a completely fully functional Slack API just for students that we built that could be your entire backend if you wanted to build a Slack clone. Does everything from authentication to channels to chat messages, everything. So, hey, what's up, Mohammed? Nepal, learning React is interesting. Yes, it is interesting. Oh, Michael, wait, Michael, aren't you in Android? Are you in the Web Academy? I thought you were in Android. I can't remember. So let's talk about apps, app development. Do you have any tutorials about Swift UI? Yeah, I've got a Swift UI course you can get. It's available on our website. Have message requests to get access. Yeah, Nepal, I don't let people in my videos. I'm not social. So sorry about that. Fatima's it's why I don't like Clubhouse, because I don't want to have 10 people talking to me at once and asking me questions on the spot, things like that. So learning React.js, working on a freelance project. Nice. Awesome. Hey, let's talk about app development. So specifically what you should learn. It's a good question. So the first thing I want to cover is jobs. I'm going to share my screen here. You won't be able to see it on Instagram, but on YouTube you can see it. So here on Instagram or on YouTube, I'll share my screen and I'll dictate on what I'm looking at here. So I'm going to go to my Chrome tab. Yeah, let's do this one here. I'm going to share, and can you see this? Okay, you can. Good. So we're going to go to LinkedIn jobs here. Okay. We'll start off with iOS. So I just did an iOS search in the United States. iOS Swift developer remote. Okay, they want a Swift developer. So in this particular case, you need to know Swift. All right, lead iOS developer, Swift, Apple, C, Objective-C. Okay, that's uncommon. iOS engineer at Twitter. No thanks, skip this job. Blah. But in any case, probably Swift. You can tell I don't like Twitter. I'm looking for the word Swift. It doesn't say, but it's going to be Swift. Oh my gosh, who's actually going to read this junk? Talk about formatting. Swift, there's Swift. So I'm looking at job posts here on LinkedIn Jobs. iOS engineer for BuzzFeed. Swift. Lyft is Swift. Okay. Wait, bonus if you know Swift. What does that even mean? iOS developer in New York. Swift. Okay. So as you can see, as you can clearly see, if you want a full-time job as an iOS developer, you need to know Swift. Not cross-platform, not React Native. You need to know Swift, and you need to know it really well. Nothing but Swift. Swift and Xcode, okay? That's in the United States. I'm curious, just for fun. I'm going to type in India just for fun, because people are going to be like, well, they don't need Swift in India. So let's see what's going on in India. Okay, in India, a junior developer or senior developer, it doesn't say on this particular job. iOS developer at AP Group, they want, it doesn't say. These job offers are terrible. Another one doesn't say. Oh my goodness, it really, what is the deal? Why aren't they posting what language they want? They all just say iOS developer. So this one says Swift and Objective-C. iOS developer at Clezo Solutions. Kindly go through for further details. Wow, they really struggling here. They're not posting the technologies. Here's the one, Swift. In any case, it looks like it's full-time jobs or Swift. Although this one, they do hybrid web apps. That's interesting, but doesn't say what they are. But in any case, in the United States, if you want to become a full-time iOS developer, you need to learn Swift. Okay. Let's go to Android. So Android developer. Let's go to United States. Android developer in the United States. I'm on LinkedIn Jobs for those of you who are just strolling in here. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Collaborate with iOS team members. Come on. You're not going to tell me if you want Kotlin or Java? Nope. Okay. Netgear. Android or iOS. They just figure iOS developer can learn Android. This is really interesting. That's iOS. Mobile engineer for iOS and Android app. They want somebody to build both. That's interesting. They're doing this one in React Native for Android. Okay. Swift or Kotlin. Okay, that's funny. The Android jobs are a lot different than the iOS jobs. Android. That's funny. On half of these Android job posts, they're saying, or equivalent iOS experience. Basically, if you're an iOS developer, just come do our Android app too, which is kind of funny. You can also see that in the United States, we kind of give second love to Android, which is interesting. Like these job postings are kind of terrible. Senior mobile lead developer. This one says Swift or React Native or Java. What? Come on. I guess they don't really care. iOS engineer, iOS. Wow, so Android's kind of Android struggles a little bit here. Let's just type in Kotlin for fun here on LinkedIn Jobs. So you can see there's way less jobs for Android, which is interesting. But that means if you're a great Android developer with Kotlin, you'll get picked up a lot easier. Man, iOS and Android engineers. None of these actually just say like Kotlin developer. They're like, yeah, I know you can't see my screen. I already said that twice. I said I'm going to explain it for those of you on Instagram. Anyway, what's interesting is a lot of these Android jobs I see here on LinkedIn, they're like, or you could just know iOS, and or you could just know iOS, and then we'll take you. All right, just one more time. I'm gonna look up Android for India just for fun, because there's like a bajillion people in India who build apps. Android and iOS developer, they list every skill under the planet. Come on. Okay, this is all the same. Here's what we're learning. For full-time Android jobs, they can't find developers, so they're just like, hey, we'll take an iOS developer with equivalent experience and you can just learn it. Isn't that interesting? They just want a mobile app developer. They're not actually even saying like specific technologies, whereas for iOS, they're like, must know Swift, must know Swift. So I find that really interesting. Okay, the next thing I want to do is, well, let's look at the freelance here real quick. Okay, so let's talk about freelancing. Freelancing. So I'm here on Upwork.com. Upwork.com. Okay. Here, I'll flip the camera. You won't be able to see, but then you know, that's fine. Okay, so here's Upwork.com, and we're gonna do some freelancing stuff. And so I'm here in the category mobile development, and I just typed in the word app, and right now it's USA only jobs. So let's take a look at that. So this first one that says app is a full stack developer that is updated with mobile apps and technology. They want this person to know a lot of junk. They're listing whoever posted this has no idea what they're looking for. They posted way too much stuff. Need a dating app made for iOS similar to Tinder. Okay. This doesn't specify how it could be built. So if I was you, for those of you who want some freelancing tips, this is a really great job. A normal freelancer may see this and be like, well, this person's unverified. I don't want to waste my time. They obviously don't know what they're doing. You don't know that. This person could have $10,000 or $20,000 or $50,000. Who even knows? I would totally apply to this job. I'd send a video. I'd say, hey, I can build your iOS app. I can do this and that, and you know, I give my pitch. Let's get on the phone and talk about it. We could get your MVP up fairly quickly, and I could help you shave costs off on your budget. I would totally apply to this job here. And then, how do you build it? It doesn't really matter. This person may not even care. They may just want something amazing. So if you're a cross-platform developer, React Native, or a Flutter developer, you could even upsell them. You can say, hey, I know you said iPhone only, but I use cross-platform technologies that allow an amazing app to be built with Flutter and Dart. And so for an extra $1,000, I could actually deploy this for Android for you as well. This is a really great one to apply for. You could do any technology. Of course, you could do Swift as well too. Expert React developer needed. By the way, anytime someone on Upwork says expert, just apply for it anyway. People are really afraid of getting garbage because they get so much. But if you send them a video and apply for these jobs here, they're going to be really happy to work with you. Most people just say anonymous. So React Native, that's cross-platform. iOS developer, a computer science degree or equivalent, whatever. So this one uses Swift and MVVM. So this one specifically is Swift here on Upwork. Ionic, ugh. These people specifically want Ionic. Because it was already deployed. That's a terrible app building framework. Someone wants a wearable app that works with a mobile app. This one's particularly obviously for Java. So you could do wearables with Kotlin and Flutter if you wanted to. So that one's open, or you could go native Flutter and Dart, or you could go native Kotlin. Hybrid mobile app. So as you can see on Upwork, there's a lot more opportunities for cross-platform work. So if you want to take on cross-platform apps, or you want to learn those technologies, freelancing is what you want to do. And there's a lot of great projects on here that you could do one or the other. And what's really awesome about cross-platform is, let's say somebody's saying, I want an Android app. Well, you could then upsell them for a few $1,000s more. They could also get an iOS app if you're using Flutter and Dart, because you'll reuse 95% of the code base. So there's a lot of opportunities here for native and for cross-platform. Your job as a freelancer is to sell these people on the right solution. Like most of the time, they don't care about the tech, okay? I'm gonna stop my sharing here. Most of the time, they don't care about the tech as much as getting the result they're looking for. The big mistake that freelancers make is they treat it like, like a menu, like a customer coming into McDonald's. What would you like, sir? I'll take a hamburger with French fries and blah, 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 blah. But think about this. You know, sometimes you go to a restaurant and you're like, I don't know, what's on the menu? What's good today? That's more like how you should treat freelancing instead of McDonald's. Because if someone comes into your restaurant and says, hey, what's good here? Now's your chance to sell them and to upsell them. And that's what you do. So you should apply for these jobs and you should come in and you should be on a video like this explaining what you can do, how you can help them. Not, dear kind sir, I can build your app in hybrid technologies. Me and my team have a combined 70 years experience and can build this and that for you. That's junk. Don't do that. When you apply for the job, say, I understand what you need and you want to get an MVP out, you want to get your app out as fast as possible. I can work with you and help you shave costs. I not only write the code, but I help designers and creators identify the most important features to build, and your application can come with analytics so you can identify, what users need and what users, what don't need, how to iterate on your app, and you can sell your value to these customers, and then you can upsell them. So if someone's just asking for that iPhone app, you've sold them, right? And after you've sold them, they're loving you. They're like, this sounds amazing. And say, now, Jennifer, is there a reason why you're not considering also building an Android app with your iPhone app? And she might be like, well, I just, I wasn't sure on the budget and cost, and I figure it's good to start with one, right? And you say, yeah, it can be. It absolutely can be. You want to focus on your users. But what I do is I use Flutter and Dart. Have you heard of Flutter and Dart? No, what is that? Okay, Flutter is actually backed by Google. It's a framework that allows us to build amazing, hyper fast apps for iOS and Android with a singular code base. It's revolutionizing the industry. It's growing rapidly. So you may have thought that maybe my app cost would have to be double, but here's the really cool thing. For an extra $3,000, I can also port this application over to Android. It's going to run just as fast. It's going to look native and have all the bells and whistles of your other version. So, I quoted you $10,000 for your iPhone app, right? Imagine getting an Android app for $3,000 extra, for less than half. And I could do that for you because we're very smart about how we use our technologies. What do you think about that? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I would love to have an Android app too. All right, let's do it. Sign here. The problem is most people don't have conversations like that. You guys just all send out your resume or your posts and you don't get on the phone with people. But if you can get on the phone with people, you can close deals just like that. Anyway, do you have any tutorial about Swift UI? Yeah. To get a job as a developer. Some people saying that startups will not count your WePro experience. I don't know what you're saying, but it's just all about experience and how you present yourself. Freelance jobs absolutely do count and will help you get a full-time job. As a freelancer, how much can you earn if you work full-time? Alif Farhad Ali is asking. It depends on you and your personality. I know developers that make over $20,000 a month because they're very smart. They pick a niche. They're really good at it. I know people who are struggling as freelancers because they just work hourly and they take whatever they can get and they don't put any thought behind it. So maybe you need to start off that way, but if you get good with it, you can make a lot of money. You can close some really good deals. You got to pick a niche and get really good with your niche. That's how to succeed as an app developer, as a developer freelancer, is you pick something that's small and you get really good with it. So for instance, here's a perfect example. I'm going to give away some secrets for you. You want some secrets? Here's a secret. Marketers, internet marketers, people who, and funnel builders, people who hang around, let's say ClickFunnels.com and those online marketing realms, they need lots of tech stuff. Okay, they need lots of tech stuff. For instance, right now, iOS and their privacy issues, they're making it so you can't track people with ads. Well, you can use Facebook's API, right, to get around that, to start helping advertisers better track. You could focus your whole business on helping marketers do tracking with Facebook, and you could charge $10,000 for that. You could help marketers build sales funnels pages or landing pages, or you could even build a system where you can connect people's active campaign and HubSpot and all these tools together for them. Or you could even make Zapier apps for people, for businesses. Charge $5,000 for that. And so you can focus on a niche and do that over and over again, get really good at closing it. But if all you're doing is taking whatever project that comes your way, you're never going to make a lot of money. David, thanks for helping me get started on making my dreams come true to be a web developer. That's awesome, David. Jason, did we get in touch with David? Onboarding?
No, I still need onboarding.
David, Jason's going to send you a message real soon here to get you started with the Academy. We just got that all processed, so super excited to have you. I'm excited for you. Let's see. How do you get your first client? So first off, Ahmed Jadan, go search Google for DevSlopes Podcast Freelancing, or just DevSlopes Podcast Freelance. You're going to get, I made some freelance episodes on this. You're going to get some advice. It'll tell you exactly what to do. The short version of that is you need to apply to jobs on Upwork.com, and you want to send a video with Loom, L-O-O-M, and you need to get their attention, get them on the phone, okay? And you probably want to send out 10 to 15 of these. That's the best way to do it. And your first pitch is this. Hey, customer. Hey, John. My name's Ahmed. I'm a web developer, and I help clients do this, whatever the job is. I know that you want to build a responsive web app for your business. Being mobile first is really important. Or let's say I know you want to build a web app for your business. I know you didn't mention mobile, but one of my specialties also as part of my package is helping people build responsive websites so they work on mobile. Mobile optimized websites can increase sales by 67%. And so I help my clients to have not only just build the code, but help them have success in their business through optimizations. I also make sure your website is 100% speed on the Google speed checker, because that's also going to affect sales. I would love to get on the phone and chat with you, John. I can tell you about more of what I'm doing here. I'm brand new to Upwork. I just launched on here, but I've been developing for a while. I have experience, so let's get on the phone so we can meet each other, and I'll show you how I can help you. And that's how you get your first project. You send out videos like that. What's up, everyone who's coming in here? We're just talking about apps and freelancing right now. Feel free to ask any questions about app development or anything at all. Anything at all that you'd like to talk about. Maliki, what's up? Manlin's good, what's up? Crypto EDU World, software developer, Gachoil, Mr. Free Indeed, Jog Slaria, Wath, Akul Bolniyazov. Whoa. How to become a hacker. Step 1, find a girlfriend. Step 2, hack her Facebook page. I get so many requests for people to hack their girlfriend's Facebook page. Privyet Andre. If you want to be a hacker, I do recommend some books. There's one book called Hacking, which is amazing. There's some online courses too, but that book called Hacking is an amazing book. It's like brown and black with like numbers all over the front of it. It's a really fantastic book for getting started with hacking. My #1 recommendation for getting started. What else, everybody? Anything? We've talked about apps today. Did we talk about DevSlopes Academy today? That just happens to be the company that I run, where we coach you. We're going to coach you to success. You're going to learn, and then we're going to coach you. We're going to help you get a job, get lifetime access of me yelling at you. How cool is that? You can join the DevSlopes Academy and have myself and my team coaching you. You can have Jason over here, our web developer. You can have him coaching you on full stack web development, helping you get a job. I'll help you get a job. devslopes.com/apply. And if you apply today and put the word CEO discount in your application, you can get a CEO discount. That's DevSlopes. Oh, I can't even spell. devslopes.com/apply, and we'll give you a career path and help you set you on your way. And I can coach you and work with you one-on-one. When did you start DevSlips exactly? That would be September of 2015 in Salt Lake City, Utah. How much to know for front end? Like, where is the border? You should know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. That's enough to get you a full-time job. That pays really well. Hi, using one word. Must learn Flutter or React Native. Flutter, hands down. Hey, I'm a beginner, a fresher. I haven't learned front-end languages and built some websites. I don't know what you're asking me, but learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. That's the place to start. Are you going to help us find a job? Yeah, at the DevSlips Academy, I help everyone find jobs. I will review your resume. I will keep working with you until you have success, guaranteed. I have looked at so many resumes. I have helped them enhance them. I have helped people get Upwork projects. I have helped people get full-time jobs. This is what I do. This is what I do. What do you think about Bootstrap? I think it's a great thing to use. You know, I wouldn't put that on your portfolio for if you're trying to get a job, but it's a great tool. So how much does it cost? The DevSlips Academy is about the cost of one semester in college, like super, super cheap, and you get way more value than a boot camp. And we've got all kinds of options like financing and stuff too. So you can get all that on the phone call. It's a free phone call, so we'll give you all the information that you need. Off topic, but was I the only one confused with WandaVision's finale? You know, I haven't finished that show yet, so I can't really say. Best backend framework to pair up with Swift. Edgar, it doesn't matter. Everyone asks me this question, but it doesn't matter. You can use any backend framework. Any. It doesn't matter. PHP and Laravel, Python and Flask, Python and Django, Elixir and Phoenix, Node and Express. It doesn't matter. All of those are great. Ruby on Rails. Hey, Douglas Spencer. Oh, you could do .NET. That's what Doug Spencer uses. He's a .NET core guy. He's going to teach my .NET Academy one day once he finally agrees to doing it. You can use anything for your backend. What else, ladies and gentlemen? What else? Yeah. What is a normal time to learn front end, like in months? Give yourself 8 months. 8 months. 2 to 3 hours a day for 8 months. You'll be paid. You'll get some paid work. Angular or React for beginner? Just go for React. It's easier to start with. Can we get an entry-level job? I mean, with 0-year experience. Huh? If you're talking specifically about experience, I mean, you do need to get experience, but that's why I recommend people start with freelancing. Take on 3 or 5 freelance projects, and all of a sudden you have experience. And then it's a matter of enhancing your resume and portfolio and things like that. I help people do this. I know people will be like, Mark, I can't get a full-time job even though I've been doing freelancing. Like, whatever. I help people do this all the time. Yes, you can. You just got to have the right attitude. It's all in your mind. It's how you see the world. Hey, do you recommend learning Python or Swift first? Christian Oprueba, 25. I recommend you pick a learning path or pick a career path, and that should dictate what you learn. You don't pick a language, you pick a learning path. iOS development. I want to be an iOS developer, but you got to have a Mac, or an Android developer, or a web developer. A front-end web developer. If you want to be a front-end web developer, you don't need to learn Python. If you want to be a back-end web developer, you could learn Python and Django and master that. But you need to pick what you want to do first. Don't just pick a language. I know that's a controversial thing. People argue with me on that. But if you don't want to waste your time and if you want to make money, pick a career path, and then that will dictate what you learn. Sometimes you need to take on some freebies, as much as it sucks not to get paid. Sometimes. Yeah, for freelancing, do some free projects in the beginning too. Especially if you're not good on camera or closing deals, because that's going to take practice. So you can do some free work for people. That'll help out. What's the period normal to finish a React Native education app? I don't know. Here, let me give you some better advice. If you want a React Native portfolio piece to help you get a job or something, you should spend a good month building it. When will it begin, the web development course? Vivek Krishna. So we have a very unique program. The DevSlips Academy is like a boot camp, but it's better. So it's about 6 to 8 months long, and you're going to get coaching from me and from other teachers. And so it's open enrollment. When you come in, from day one, you can start the program. You start taking the lessons, and most importantly, though, is you do the projects. You build projects, you submit them, and we actually grade them. Professional developers will grade your projects, will grade them, give you feedback, and you'll take a quiz. You do coding challenges. You repeat this every week. You'll get better and better, and we keep coaching you, helping you through the problems that you run into. And then when you finish the learning portion, then we start focusing on the freelancing or career portion, whatever one you want to go on. So you could start as early as tomorrow, but you just need to make sure you have 2 to 3 hours to set aside for this per day in order to have success. Hi, Pro. I want some machine learning projects. Do you have any? I don't. Machine learning is out of my expertise. Let's see. New to programming, career switcher representing the old guys. Appreciate what you do. Hey, thanks, Philip. You got this. You got this. When developing iOS apps, should I have the latest and greatest iPhone to test my build with? No. I mean, if you have the money, go buy a toy. It's great, but you don't need it. You don't need it at all. Nice. Streaky, I'm going to block you on YouTube. Goodbye. Okay. Hello, Mark. Big fan. Your courses helped me a lot. Become a mobile app dev years ago. Hope you and DevSlips are still going well. Hey, thanks, Kimbo. Kimbo Slice. Yep, thanks. Glad you're having success. Can you tell me more about your book of iOS development? Yeah, it's iOS 13. It covers everything about iOS development, all the core stuff. It's still completely accurate. It works great. It covers all of iOS. Can I come to DevSlips so basically no experience? Yes, you can. Yep. But keep in mind, it's hard. Like, I always recommend people at least have done a free online course or free coding tutorial to see if they like it before they commit, because it's going to be hard. But we'll help you through it. But it'll be hard. Yep. Hi. iPhone simulators have come a long way. Yeah. I mean, I do recommend having a phone. You just don't need to buy the shiniest, newest phone. You can get any phone, really. But, yeah, the simulators are great. The simulators are great because they run on your computer's hardware, so they run really fast. Versus like Android, where it's an emulator, so you kind of allocate RAM and stuff for it, which is more realistic, but it can make development a little bit slower or painful when your computer's freezing. I have so many questions about Upwork, like what happens after you get a job? How do you deliver a project to the client? How do you test your builds with them? How do you get paid on Upwork? Hey, Rick, all you have to do is go create an Upwork account and start applying for jobs. Just do it. I'll help you out. If you get someone who's like, hey, I want to work with you, just come talk to me in the academy. I'll help you through that. All you have to do is start it. Just get on there and do it. Just do it. Don't even think about it. Just get on there and do it. Close the job. It'll force you to learn even faster. What if it takes me 1 year to become an iOS developer? That's fine. That's a great time. That's a great turnaround time versus 4 years in college to get nothing, to not even have experience or have a job, or 4 years in college to become a dental hygienist, or like 2 years to become an electrician or whatever some of those other trade things are. 1 year is fantastic to make $75,000 a year. Who cares if it takes a year? And you're doing something amazing that you love. Just be patient. That's all. It's all good. What about system design? Do you also cover that with projects? Not at an abstract level. We cover that throughout the process as you're learning. So how to design the architecture apps and stuff. But we don't have like a whole section dedicated to system architecture and things like that. We're just learn by doing. Let's see. Do you have any recommendations for testing website speed, load balancing, stress tests, and to find bugs before you submit website to production? That's a very deep, complex topic. For starting mobile app development, which one do you suggest to start? Dart, Flutter, or Kotlin? It just depends, Lamberson. Do you want a full-time job, or do you want to do freelancing projects? If you want to do freelancing projects, you'd be just fine to do Flutter and Dart, if that's what you're going to do no matter what. If you want a full-time job, learn native Kotlin and Android. What's up, man? I'm from Ukraine. Came to watch stream. Hey, Privyet Bandera. Welcome. Здравствуйте. Sent you another DM. Okay, awesome. We've just been talking about apps, ladies and gentlemen. App development, freelancing, how to get your first paid project. We've talked about If you want to get a full-time job, learn native Swift and iOS, or native Kotlin and Android. Oh, you bought a badge. Hey, thanks, Mr. Ayush Shak. Oh, I'm going to do this. Ayush Chahan. Ayush Chahan. Thanks. I've been turning these badges on because Instagram keeps telling me to turn on the badges, so I tried it. So thank you. How time it take to learn web development? Give yourself 6 to 8 months, and then you can start getting some paid projects. Damien, what's up? You're the best. Kowalczyk. Welcome. Thank you. Nice and high. Jake Kitty. I'm a native iOS dev, but new to the whole social media side of this stuff. Well, welcome, Jed. Welcome to the party. A lot of iOS developers in the house here. Which language do you prefer for Android programming? Definitely Kotlin. In fact, Kotlin is the future of Android, and even on the Android website, they say we are Kotlin. Android is Kotlin. Do not do Java. It says it on the website. So, Ayush Chahan, thank you. Ayush Chahan. LOL. Do you have any suggestions for advanced topics? Because, for example, on Udemy, almost all courses are beginner level. Kadir, do you know why all the courses are beginner? It's because advanced courses don't make any money. That's why nobody makes advanced stuff. Your best bet for advanced stuff is going onto YouTube and finding somebody who focuses only on one topic. Like, for instance, for Android, you've got Alan Hill, or you've got Coding Flow, where they go into advanced topics on YouTube. So YouTube's the best place for that. It's hard to find cheap courses that go advanced because they don't make any money. That's why. Future Java will be destroyed. Java's not going to be destroyed. Java's used everywhere, but for Android, the future is Kotlin. I have a buddy who is a software engineer, and he said after learning JS, I should learn Python and Go. What say you? Well, Philip. So, okay. I sometimes caution people just to take advice from other engineers, because other engineers have been programming for a long time, and they have their hands in a very specific set of technologies. You have to ask yourself, Philip, what kind of career do you want? Because if somebody says you should learn Python, yes, a lot of jobs require it, but not by itself, right? You actually have to know all these frameworks and other languages and stuff. So, Philip, what is your learning path? What do you want to be? Do you want to be a web developer, an iOS developer, an app developer, a desktop developer, an embedded systems developer? If that's the case, then you should go figure out the language. Now, engineers are correct when they say, go learn Go or go learn Python, because that's what they're using and they're popular, and their next career upgrade is Go or Python, but not for you as a beginner. If you have no experience, I would never tell anyone to go learn Go. You're not going to get a job with the Go programming language. Go programmers get paid a lot of money. Some of them like $200,000 a year, and they work on crazy systems like blockchain, or they'll do microservices online, or a whole bunch of things. So are those cool programming languages? Yeah. Are they? You just got to ask yourself, how are you going to spend your time in your life and your career? Pick a path, and that'll dictate what you should learn. Just be careful on going from language to language. I see too many people doing that, and then like you could learn literally, Philip, I don't know your skill level, but let's say you're a complete newbie and you go learn Go. Who's going to hire you? What experience are you going to get? Are you going to find Go projects on Upwork? Probably not. Like, so how are you going to get that very first job with Go, even if you master it, right? So you just have to take it pragmatically. Will you launch an advanced iOS dev book? Maybe one day in the future. I don't like books because they take a lot of time to make, and they go out of date so fast, and they just don't generate a whole lot of revenue. So it's hard to pump out books. Firebase is a database. Yeah, that's great. Firebase is a great solution for your own apps, or if you want to do freelancing for smaller apps, it's a great solution. Oh, thanks, Douglas, for answering all the YouTube questions here. Oh, man. Block user. Why do people spam? Like, what's the point? What's the point of spam? Yeah, find a mentor. Yep, we mentor at DevSlopes, devslopes.com/apply. You can mentor with us. Where will this badge be visible? Okay, I don't know how it works. Let me see. I don't know how it works. I'm still learning myself. How big is Flutter versus React? Well, React's been around longer, but Flutter's growing fast. Flutter's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, if anyone here wants a code mentor, by the way, go to devslopes.com/apply, and you can actually have a code mentor. We'll coach you one-on-one. We'll coach you one-on-one. So Jed says he can see the badge. Awesome. I can't see it, so I don't think I can, at least. Do you design your own apps, or do you have a UX designer? I now hire people, like contractors, to do that for me, but in the past I've designed my own apps with like Sketch. Learning HTML, CSS, is it good? Yes. Kosovo is Serbia. Okay. It's gonna work. How do I become a paid Android developer? Learn Android and Kotlin, and then start taking on freelance projects on Upwork. That's a good place to get started. What is the future? I want to become iOS freelancer developer. I talked about this earlier today, and we're about to wrap up here. But if you want a full-time job doing iOS development, you need to learn Swift. If you want to do freelancing work, learn Flutter and Dart or React Native, and you can take those jobs on freelancing, okay? Flutter is amazing, and it's backed by Google. Flutter is absolutely fantastic. So minimum things required to get a job in web development: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. If you learn those things and master them, you can get any job, any beginner job with web development. So how are you so positive? I don't know. I get hate mail every single day, just so you know. People cuss me out and all kinds of stuff, but I recognize that there's a lot of people who need help. See, one of the things about being a teacher, this is what I think makes a good teacher, is they don't assume you know things. And so many people assume things. I just don't assume anything. I assume people are living life the hard way, which is the way I lived life, where you don't have mentors, you don't have people to help you, where even the smallest bit of information is useful. So I know that if I get all kinds of trash thrown at me, that there's actually people here learning. And so that's why I'm positive, because I still get to help people. I mean, every day I literally get hate mail, but whatever, like, it's all good. So anyway, apply at devslopes.com/apply if you want to work with me or my team. Coffee or tea? I don't drink coffee or tea. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and we don't drink coffee or tea, and we don't smoke, and we don't do drugs and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I don't drink coffee or tea. PHP or Python for front user? I would never use either of those for the front end. Okay, everybody, that's it. Apply at devslopes.com. Get a CEO discount if you go to devslopes.com/apply. You can work with me one-on-one, and my team will help you get a job guaranteed. See you, everybody.